Alright, let's talk about something truly special, because if there's one car that defines absolute luxury, presence, and quiet confidence, it's the Rolls-Royce Phantom. And the upcoming 2026 Rolls-Royce Phantom VIII looks set to remind everyone exactly why it sits at the very top of the automotive world. Now, even at a glance, the Phantom has never been about shouting for attention, and that hasn't changed. The 2026 model stays true to that iconic, stately design, but everything feels just a bit more refined, a bit more modern, and even more effortless. The proportions are still massive and commanding, but the lines are smoother, cleaner, and more elegant. The iconic grille stands tall and proud, polished to perfection, with subtle updates that make it feel fresher without losing that timeless Rolls-Royce identity. The spirit of ecstasy still leads the way, floating out front like a symbol of calm authority. Around the sides, the Phantom continues to look like it's gliding even when it's parked. The long wheelbase, the perfectly flat body surfaces, and those huge wheels all come together to create that unmistakable nothing else looks like this presence. Rolls-Royce hasn't tried to reinvent the Phantom's look, and honestly, that's exactly the point. This car doesn't chase trends. It sets its own pace. Under the hood, the Phantom VIII sticks with what it does best, smooth, effortless power. The legendary V12 engine remains the heart of the experience, not because it's about speed or drama, but because nothing delivers quiet, seamless performance quite like it. When you press the accelerator, there's no rush, no noise, no drama. Just a gentle surge forward, like the car is politely asking the road to move out of its way. It's not trying to be sporty or aggressive. It's about absolute calm, no matter how fast you're traveling. Driving the Phantom has always felt more like being carried than driven, and the 2026 model takes that feeling even further. Rolls-Royce's suspension continues to read the road ahead and adjust in real time, so bumps, cracks, and imperfections simply disappear beneath you. Whether you're crawling through city traffic or cruising on the highway, the outside world feels distant, muted, almost irrelevant. But let's be honest, the real magic of the Phantom happens inside. Open the door, and you're stepping into a space that feels more like a private lounge than a car. The interior of the 2026 Phantom VIII pushes craftsmanship to another level. Every surface you touch feels intentional, from the softest leathers to the perfectly finished wood veneers. And of course, customization is still a huge part of the Phantom experience. Owners can choose from endless materials, colors, and finishes, making sure no two Phantoms are ever truly the same. One of the highlights continues to be the dashboard design, which feels more like a piece of art than a traditional car interior. The digital displays are seamlessly integrated, never flashy, never distracting. Everything is there when you need it, and completely invisible when you don't. The famous Starlight headliner is, of course, still here, and for 2026 it's even more detailed, with new patterns and options that make nighttime drives feel almost surreal. In the back seats, this is where the Phantom truly separates itself from everything else on the road. The rear cabin is designed for passengers who want silence, space, and total comfort. The seats recline effortlessly, legroom is massive, and features like massaging seats, personalized climate controls, and entertainment screens turn every journey into a relaxing escape. This isn't just transportation. It's a moving sanctuary. Technology in the 2026 Phantom is smarter and more intuitive, but it never overwhelms the experience. Rolls-Royce understands that luxury isn't about cramming in features just for the sake of it. Everything works quietly in the background, enhancing comfort and convenience without ever demanding your attention. Even the sound system is designed not to impress with volume, but with clarity and balance, filling the cabin with rich, natural sound. Now, when it comes to pricing, let's be realistic, the Phantom has never been about affordability. The 2026 Phantom VIII sits firmly at the top of the luxury market, with a starting price that reflects its craftsmanship, exclusivity, and prestige. And once you start adding bespoke options, that number can climb quickly. But for buyers in this segment, price isn't really the point. What they're paying for is something no other brand can truly replicate. Compared to previous Phantom models, the 2026 version feels like a quiet evolution rather than a bold revolution. It's smoother, more refined, more technologically advanced, but still unmistakably a Phantom. Rolls-Royce hasn't tried to change what works. Instead, they've polished every detail, improved every experience, and made an already incredible car feel even more special. In a world where many luxury cars are trying to be sporty, aggressive, or futuristic, the Rolls-Royce Phantom VIII stands apart by staying true to itself. It doesn't need to prove anything. It simply exists at the highest level, offering unmatched comfort, presence, and craftsmanship. So if you've ever wondered what the pinnacle of automotive luxury looks like in 2026, the Rolls-Royce Phantom VIII is the answer. It's not just a car. It's a statement, a tradition, and an experience all rolled into one. And honestly, nothing else quite comes close.